Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurul Nayli Nabihah binti Rosli. I am also a third year student from School of Physics, majoring in medical physics. My metric number is 160891. I am the scriptwriter and presenter in this video.
Hello everyone, my name is Nurliyana binti Nurul and my metric number is 164136. I am a third year student from School of Physics, majoring in medical physics course, and my role is presenter and editor. On a cool day on 2nd of December 2001, three inhabitants of Lia, later designed as Patient 1DN, Patient 2MG, and Patient 3MB, drove their trucks at approximately 45 until 50 km east of Lia to collect fireworks. Around 6 p.m., they found two container metallic cylindrical objects lying on a forest path. Around them, the snow had curiously thawed within a radius of approximately 1 meter and the wet soil was streaming. All three individuals state that the two rather heavy cylindrical objects were found by chance while carrying out their usual task of collecting fireworks. One of three men, Patient 3MB, picked up one of the cylindrical objects and dropped it immediately, finding that it was hot. They planned to place the rather wood in their truck the next morning, and because it was getting dark, they decided to spend the night in the forest using the hot objects they had discovered as personal heater. Patient 1DN and 2MG lit a fire to prepare dinner for their overnight stay in the open air, as the second object's frame did not have any holes.
The three individuals warmed themselves during the night using the open fire on one side, sitting and lying around it, and not far from the hot cylindrical object, which they placed at a distance of up to 1 meter behind their backs. Patient 1D and 2MG lay next to this object for 1 to 1.5 hours each during the night, coming into very close proximity to them. The distance between the cylindrical object and the upper and middle section of their bed was around 10 centimeters. After dinner, they consumed some vodka. However, they felt unusually sick after only a small amount, about 100 ml, and could not sleep. Approximately 3 to 3.5 hours after their first contact with the radioactive sources, they began to suffer from nausea, headache, dizziness, and vomiting. Patient 1D vomited a few minutes after drinking some vodka. Patient 2MG vomited 3 minutes later, and patient 3MB began vomiting around 1 hour later. The vomiting was very intensive and lasted throughout the night. In the morning, they loaded only half of the gathered wood into the truck as they were exhausted and felt weak from a lack of sleep. They arrived at their home in Lia at approximately 5 p.m. on 3 December 2001. Following their exposure to the radioactive source, the three patients experienced varying degrees of radiation sickness. Patient 1DN suffered the most severe injuries, including burning and itching on his back and vocal loss by mid-December 2001, though he initially avoided seeking care. He was hospitalized on December 22 and later transferred to the Brunessian Federal Medical Biophysical Center in Moscow. Despite intensive care, including antibiotic surgeries and an attempted skin graft for a large radiation ulcer on his back, his condition deteriorated due to tuberculosis, sepsis, and heart failure. Patient 1DN died on May 13, 2004, 893 days after the initial exposure. Next, patient 2MG visited a local doctor on December 4, 2001, but failed to disclose his exposure to the radiation source. The doctor assumed intoxication and provided treatment which temporarily relieved his symptoms. By December 15, he developed burning and itching on his back, and further complications required hospitalization on December 22. Through the intervention of the IAEA, patient 2MB was transferred to the Percy Military Hospital in Paris, where he underwent over a year of treatment, including extensive skin graft. He eventually recovered and was discharged on March 18, 2003. Last patient 3MB experienced milder symptoms, including skin damage and disformation, and was hospitalized on December 22, 2001. His condition was less severe and he was discharged on January 23, 2002 after minimal intervention.
The radiation in this incident was caused by radioactive source that the 3 individuals accidentally discovered in the forest. The sources were later identified as components from radioisotope thermoelectric generators, known as RTGs, the device that use heat generated by the decay of radioactive material to produce electricity, often used in remote locations or for powering unmanned equipment like lighthouses and space probes.
That's all from us. Thank you for watching.